Stay tuned for urban legends to ghostly tales of the paranormal, because now it's time for
Message on the Wall.
Message on the Wall brings you superstitions of the feathered kind. Man has sought to fly like the bird, put the bird on his dinner table, hunted with birds of prey, and looked to birds for omens and predictions. Feared and revered, there are many myths and legends, from the phoenix to the wren, that only a short narrative can be given here. A bird flying into the home in many cases won't find the poor bird coming out alive, with the superstition that to kill it kills its message of death. For a bird flying into the home, or even tapping against a window, is a warning that someone within the house will die, though like me I'm sure that many will not have found that to be the case. Often birds' behaviour was a portent of death or bad omen. A hen, as with a rooster, crowing at midday was a sure sign of a fire or the death of a neighbour. Those of a superstitious nature will not have pet birds in the house, to even a picture containing a bird or wallpaper with birds within the pattern. It being the same with crockery dishes, plates, cups and saucers, at one time being hard to find as shops wouldn't stock them, with being hard to sell. This was such a case with the comedy actress Lucille Ball, who would not even stay in a place where there was indoor birds, pictures or wallpaper, as when her father died, even though she was only 3 years old. She remembered a picture falling from the wall, and that a bird flew into the home, becoming trapped. The kingfisher is classed a very lucky bird, and to carry its feathers is said to ward off bad luck and bring good health. However, the kingfisher itself wasn't always so lucky, as often ships would hang a kingfisher somewhere on board to give a direction of the wind. To seafarers, the albatross symbolised the wind, and so if one was seen circling above a ship, it meant storms ahead. It was also a bird to be feared, as it was said the albatross took the souls of dead sailors, and should one be killed, the person who did the deed would have bad luck for the rest of their life. The bird even inspired Samuel Taylor Coleridge to write The Ancient Mariner. A bird's behaviour was often a sign of bad weather, as a duck quacking or hissing more than usual means that rain is on the way. A robin sheltering within a tree is also a sign of rain, but for it to be set upon an open branch chirping happily, then fine weather is imminent. Those seeing the first robin of the spring are able to make a wish, but need to hurry, for if it flies away before the wish is done, then it will not come to pass. Swallows seen flying away from the nest means good weather, but staying close to the nest shows that storms are on the way. This is the same with swans. Should they take to the air, this is a sign of strong winds approaching. There are many poems to help us remember numerous superstitions so we don't fall foul of them, and so there is a very old poem to help with the signs of coming rain that goes: If ducks or drakes their wings do flutter aye, or tender colts upon their back do lie, if sheep do bleat or play or skip about, or swine hide straw by bearing on their snout, if oxen lick themselves against the hare, or grazing kine to keep a pace appear, if cattle bellow grazing from below, or if dogs' entrails rumble to and fro, if doves and pigeons in the evening come later than usual to their dove-house home, if crows and daws do oft themselves be wet, or ants and pismires home apace do get, if in the dust ends do their pinions shake, or by their flocking a great number make, if swallows fly upon the water low, or would lie seem in armies for to go. If flies or gnats or fleas infest and bite, or sting more than their wont by day or night, if toads hie home or frogs do croak amain, or peacocks cry, soon after look for rain. Birds in dreams also have their own meanings, as an albatross signifies a stranger with good news, and a dove tells of great happiness. Birds in general in a dream are fortunate, especially if they have nice plumage or are singing. You can find a variety of dreams and their meanings at the Paranormal X website Dream Dictionary at www.paranormalx.yolasite.com. And speaking of doves, this is a bird that has been sacred since ancient times, being associated with love and peace. The dove being a bird neither the devil nor a witch can transform into. Wrens too were hunted almost into extinction, with the feathers being sought by sailors, as it was thought that by carrying them they would prevent drowning. The day after Christmas, boys would kill any wrens they found, and taking them door to display were given money, making it a lucrative act for them. Where a bird entering the home is thought to bring death, this is not so with the swallow, bringing good fortune into the home with it. Likewise, a swallow building its nest upon a house is thought to be lucky in protecting it against fire and lightning bolts, though if it should abandon the nest, this is most unfortunate. The martin also brings luck to the home they choose to build their nest upon. Then there is the cuckoo, which is shrouded in legend, as before migration was understood, it was thought that in winter the cuckoo turned into a hawk, or hibernated in fairy hills. On hearing the distinct cry of the first cuckoo of the year, those superstitious enough should run round in a circle so as not to be idle for the rest of the year, which could be unfortunate for those in bed, as it was said illness would befall. The cuckoo was also used in divination by single young girls, as on hearing the familiar cry, however many times the shrill of the cuckoo was heard, would be the number of years the girl would remain single. And for Valentine's Day only, different birds could depict the type of husband, if any, as a woodpecker being the first bird to be seen on Valentine's Day meant the life of an old maid. A blackbird signified a clergyman, a bluebird a poor man or of little means, a sparrow still a poor man but a happy marriage, a goldfinch a rich man, and a robin a sailor. Owls, like most night creatures, were associated with dark and negative forces. A Welsh belief is that on hearing the screech of an owl, it means that a female within the vicinity has just lost her virginity. Owls have also been hunted for their curative powers, with owl broth being a cure for whooping cough. Mixing the flesh with other ingredients made a poultice to place on gout, while the eggs of the owl were used to prevent epilepsy, aid eyesight, and help with a hangover. And they are just a few superstitions associated with those winged messengers. You have been listening to Message on the Wall, brought to you in association with Paranormal Parodies. You can find Paranormal Parodies at paranormal-parodies.com.